are listening to another episode of The Remnants of Surt, The Song and the Sword. My name is Demon, and I will be your Dungeon Master today. Joining us is Ben.
Hey!
And Matt.
Huzzah!
Right. Chapter 4, Part 3. Today's gaming session sponsored by Stavio Alexio for his awesome comments. I want to get to the point where we can do contests and stuff. And when I was trying to do a Minecraft video or Minecraft channel, I ran a contest and the prize was a headset. And I only had one viewer, so I only had one person entering the contest. And that person won, and I actually sent him like a $60 headset.
Wow.
To the UK, so it's expensive.
Oh, there we go.
Tangy homemade awesome sauce. It includes 57 varieties of awesome. Yay!
Yep.
Net weight 2,850 ounces.
Holy moly.
2,850 divided by 16. It's 178 pounds.
Wow, that's more than me. It's like you put that in the back of your vehicle, it's going down a little bit.
Well, that's going to be enough for awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
we need a timer.
yeah, I'm getting on it fucked up.
Last time, we're still in chapter 4. So, you're trying to clear out the kobolds out of a temple of Gazra.
Oh, right.
Or it's more of a shrine for that shrine. And the kobolds are all holed up around this shrine because they were invaded by a bunch of goblins. So you had worked out an agreement, we'll call it. You get rid of the goblins, and the kobolds will something back home.
Oh, isn't that reversal? The goblins would move back home?
No, the kobolds are...
Oh, right, never mind.
They're the ones that were kicked out first.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks.
This would be one of those chain ones, go to the goblins, like, oh yeah, we're kicked out, Marvel.
Yeah, I was going to do them, they were kicked out by a troll or something, and, the goblins wouldn't go back, so it didn't work.
Okay.
But Marian has a couple spells that allows her to make sounds and images of a dragon.
Yow!
What kind of dragon did you use?
I took the visage of the only dragon I actually know of.
The brass one?
Yes, the brass one.
Okay. Well, dragon's a dragon.
Yeah.
For the most part. Especially when you're a tiny little goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So you would come up to a barricade with 3 goblin archers. You did not get the drop on them. And you almost died, but you did manage to kill them, which is great because it was a kind of intense battle and whatnot, and I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna pick up there. You hear the sounds, the little chatter and movements and whatnot of the goblins just up ahead through some trees and whatnot, but you are readied and feeling really bad.
I think this calls for a tactical retreat, honey. I agree.
Because I could... Let's see, because I used... What spells?
You don't have any spells left, you said.
I'm just trying to think of what spells I used, because I used the silent image, right?
You did use silent image and you used ghost sound.
Ghost sound is level 0, silent image.
I just used the healing.
Yep. So I used 1 healing on him.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use another healing to...
Oh yeah, sure.
And that'll be depleted then, I think.
But I poured a potion on, and that's what you have for your health. Right?
Yep. I have 10 health right now, I think.
I have 5 health.
Okay. Here's a heal spell, and let's beat feet.
What, you get to roll for it? Or?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
It's the Secure Light Wounds D8 plus 2.
Let's just make it 8.
Okay.
So
Good, because I rolled a 2.
I got 12 health. I'm not so bloody, but I'm wounded.
Okay.
Alright, so you're gonna... What are you doing? What are you looking for? What are you trying to...
Okay, we need to hide for a bit because I'm out of spells and I can't pull anything.
Roll a survival check.
Okay.
Survivable, I actually have that.
Yeah, and I don't. So,
Which I rolled a 12.
9. Do I eat this?
I don't know if 12 would have been good enough to pass your difficulty.
Well, no. It basically just lowers the dice that I'm going to use to see if you end up in the encounter. Alright, so you find a place that you think is far enough away from both the kobolds and the goblins do not have too many problems. And you have no problems. So, you camp out for the night.
Yeah.
And get your health back and everything. So, push it under that. Because this is Pathfinder, you actually have to sit there and rest for a week.
I get to roll heal checks per hour or something. I don't know what it says.
It's not going to work, so.
Okay. It's not like you're bleeding out. You're just...
Well, I was, but...
Well, I try to think of health, HP more as like your stamina to keep going, sort of. It's not like JJ where like he gets 2 points of damage, he's like, oh, he stumped the eye thing through my eye, and I now only have one eye. I'm like, well, now you only have one eye for the rest of the game. It's like, I'm bleeding out on the floor. It's like, okay, well, explain healing?
Okay. I got all my numbers for bardic performance spells and hit points up here, so I'll make sure I keep track of them very well.
Your looks so complicated. Right, you're all healthed up?
Yep.
Alright. So, hey, this morning, you made it through the night with no problems. You did your wrestling in the distance.
Okay. Stealth up, man. Let's stealth up.
Alright.
So we roll a stealth check.
Sure. Do that.
I'm not too stealthy. Stealth plus. That'd be a 17 for me.
Okay. 27.
Okay.
Oh, I could always make him quieter too. Go second.
17, but that's not that
You
bad.
did good. As you approach the barricades, there's again 3 more people there. Replacements. But you are stealthy and unseen.
Sorry, but I'd be in front.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Right. You can take them off or you can go around. That's fine. Do you have any idea what you're doing today? Time with this?
No, pretty much not. It's just go and get the High Goblin King and turn him into rat food. Basically. Or maybe... Well, I mean, I can speak Goblin. We could go up, threaten him, and then see why he invaded the Kobold's area. And it's a bad reason because he's like, oh, I just need him because, Kobolds suck.
Sounds like a skills challenge.
Yeah. Sounds like a skills challenge.
Alright. Give me a moment here to write down that there are 47 royal goblins. No, those are kobolds. Why am I doing this?
7.
That'd be too much for us to handle.
37 fighting goblins. There's a whole 40 non-fighting goblins. I can think of some of that. Alright, let us do a skills challenge because that is always very fun. I think. Should we do a hard one? What is the goal? Tell me what the goals are.
Well, do you you have any ideas? Besides what I told you was get to Goblin King, so it's pretty much sneak around all the fighters, because we're not going to be able to take down like 37 fighters.
Or we can try to intimidate because we killed 3 of their guys off.
I slept again, so I have silent image, but...
Well, no,
I don't know.
I think you can do dual tactics where I could be intimidating, you could be stealthing around. Because I can't stealth. I'm meat shield. I'm big bad. I have sword. I like swords.
Yeah. I wonder if I can charm them. I suppose they're monsters. Charm. Can I borrow your PhD? I forgot mine in the car. PhD. Player's Handbook. Or Pathfinder's Handbook. There's both of these. Okay.
What's going to do? I mean my D2.
I don't like that laugh.
Yeah. So here's easy, rolled hard. So we need to roll initiatives.
Okay.
You're just basically rolling against him.
20.
7.
Natural 12.
Alright.
Here's your book. I'm marked turn.
So gun first, and then I should not do that. I should really use Gouren and Marian. Alrighty. So, what you currently have is a barricade with 3 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
And behind them, you're pretty sure is where this Kobold settlement is. That's all the goblins are in. So what is your goal?
Goal is to get into the big tent to find the
Single up the king.
Yeah, single up the king.
Got it. So, that is your starting situation. It is your turn, your start.
Okay.
You need 8 successes
Go, Jesus Christ.
versus 4 failures.
And Buddha. And Shiva. And Arachis. Okay.
And Ifrit.
I got a lot of dots there. So, okay, I'm going to try and sneak around them with using my stealth. So, good. 22.
22 is a success. Alright. You can guide Gouren around and stealthily get past the first group of guys. You're coming up onto just like a break in the trees, and there's some type of structure just up ahead, and you hear a lot of goblin-like noises.
Okay.
Is it my turn now? Or
It is your turn.
So there's a break in the structure. Can I attempt to climb it?
Break in the trees.
Or break in the tree?
Up ahead there's a structure and a bunch of goblins.
So it's like, here's the tree line, and then there's a break, and then there's goblins. They're fighters and camps and whatnot.
You're coming along the clearing in the forest.
Okay. Can I use survival?
Tell me how you want to use it.
Spending a lot of time in the woods, I know where the thickest part of the forest, so let's be able to see, some more coverage.
Sounds good. Roll it.
That would be a 21.
That is a success.
Very nice.
You're just setting the bar higher for you next time.
Okay, and this is only skills, right? So,
Something else.
okay, so I acknowledge everything.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So,
And Gouren leads you, that's where we want to be to get close enough to this structure. Going up there. All right. You get close. You're still hidden, and it kind of clears out. The trees kind of clear out. The shrubs are like kept down and whatnot, and you see essentially what is a temple. And on top of this temple is a large kind of dragon statue. There's like two of them. There's one facing one way and one facing the other way, and they're kind of out like that. Great big winds, like they're about to take off or something. And they got the first thing. And around it is like little pantheon type pillar type things. And clearly what is a kobold construction is like a whole bunch of like huts that kind of encircle this this not kobold built shrine to dragons. Okay, Marian's go.
Yeah. I want to use a knowledge. Okay, I want to use a knowledge to, because we have to get down there, right? So either some kind of knowledge psychology or knowledge, so that I can say, okay, the goblins are marching in this kind of pattern, and we'll sneak past when the...
So either a nature or a perception check.
Are there what? Oh.
It's either nature or perception. Perception, see how they're moving, or nature to predict how they would move.
Perception.
Okay.
So, 25.
That's going to succeed. I can still raise the DC right now and not...
The problem is that at any moment we could be rolling ones.
Yeah, I know.
We're just...
Alright, so yeah, there's a path. The way they move and how the scouts are going, like, okay, you can get in and behind some buildings or something like that. No problems. So, it is Gouren's turn to progress the story.
Okay, so what are we standing at then?
Well, that's up to you. You could say, hey, we saw the place so we can run up and then, or you can use a skill to run up to the place.
Is there a, within my reach window that has no glass in it on a structure?
Okay. So the question is, you're going to run over there and then you're going to use a skill?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you ran across the thing, and now you're hidden between some kobold hut type things. What you see is the great big thing in the middle, so it's like a small thing out. And there's not a lot of goblins in this area. They're more out towards the edges and using the kobold hut stuff. And the bottom base of this shrine type thing has it is a building. So there is some doorways, essentially, basically on all four cardinal directions.
Yeah, there's no windows or anything, just doorways.
I'm going to say no windows, great big heavy big doors.
Alright, well.
See, Dungeons and Dragons has athletics to be in contrast to acrobatics. So,
I don't have points in that. So
yeah, what I'm saying is they would have something that you would have if this was not Pathfinder.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to use my knowledge of dungeoneering of being through a few dungeons to know that I've seen a place like this before and this would be the best cause of action to go through here.
Okay, that would be great, but you're from certain dungeon. Right,
But I have knowledge in it.
you do have knowledge in it, so you can't say, I've seen these before.
I read them before, okay? In a
That'll
book.
work.
Read a lot of books about adventurers.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And I got a 9.
That's a failure.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, so what were you trying to do? You're trying to figure out how to get in?
Yeah, using tales of stories about people trying to sneak into temples and stuff through, dungeons and whatnot.
Okay, so you're should be a trap there, but there's no walls in this spot. So you're just lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't make a lot of noise, so
Yep.
I'm not that skilled in this stuff. You're more skilled in it.
You have 6 successes. You have 3 failures left.
All right. Let's see. I can use stealth again, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and stealth us to any doorway I can find.
Okay.
To try and get in this place. So, 17.
Okay, another way to know. No.
Damn it!
That does not survive the DC.
Wow.
This was up because you were so awesome, but I didn't up it all the way I wanted to get to, so. That's a failure. So you're walking out there, you're like, okay, they're going this way, let's go. And then you get to the door, and you round the corner, and there's a goblin, and he's standing there, and he looks up at you like,
Oh.
Gouren.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, as far as skill challenges go, if you want to
Intimidate.
use- that works.
I'm going to try to intimidate the goblin.
Okay.
Which I got a 11, which is probably a failure.
Okay. We're not doing you go boo. that is a failure. And then he's like, Charlie! And now there is a horde of goblins coming up around behind you. Right.
Yeah.
By the way, you're standing next to an open door.
Yeah, okay, let's go through, I guess we just run through the open door.
Okay.
And I have dungeoneering too, or
Maybe religion, since it's the temple. You got that?
I have every knowledge, pretty
So
much.
why don't you try to use religion, because it's like, well, this one might have the same layout as blah, blah, blah.
Okay, religion, knowledge, religion. Okay. I also have engineering, but that's last, right? It's like 20, no, 2.
We failed. We're dead.
Well, I can always silent image us as a wall.
Okay. So, you do your religion check. You're like, okay, let's duck into the building. And you think really hard about what kind of temple this is and whatnot. But you're immediately stopped by the fact that you're standing in front of a table.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like some type of makeshift, it's probably a Kobold table. But some type of makeshift thing. And there are a couple larger sized goblins hanging around this. And they're discussing something when they heard the intruder alert. So you do fail the skills challenge.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
So the good news is, hey, one of these guys is the king. The bad news is you have an army surrounding you.
Okay. Well,
So we're gonna say
we found the king.
that there are. Let's make this D20 the king. He's surrounded by his elite guard.
I could have to take diplomacy.
Alright. And they are sitting around a table. Which I'm calling for a table.
You can always use these, right? Because that's a square.
Yeah.
Too big?
It's too big even for the square stuff, so there we go. Here's a table. This represents difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
You come in. Gouren and Rain. Actually, I have this over here. It just moves around.
Okay.
There's a king, his bodyguards. They're going over a table thing. And you have...
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, we found the king, so
No, that was a goal.
I have charm, so we can make him like us better.
I have a slight skill and perform now.
Hey, yeah, we can be his royal band. Oh dear God!
An army behind you.
All right. I'm going to send this one to you too, Davis.
They look up at you. You look at them. Everybody stands there stunned for a moment.
Okay.
This is the Goblin King. He does not appear to be armed, but he does look a lot nicer. He's a bit taller. He's got like gold chain around his neck or something. The other guys seem to be like the elite guard type thing. They got long swords, actual armor, whatnot. And we'll see your move.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Suppose they'd. Well, the idea was to get in here and find the king, and then use charm on him, since he's a humanoid, and I can speak Goblin. It was to essentially just diplomate at him until he went away. So I'm going to try charm, and I'm going to try to use charm and speak at him, because speaking is a free Goblin, saying, "Good afternoon, Your Highness." He gets a save, I believe. Spell save versus DC 15.
These are Gourens.
Can I see the PHP? Okay. Charm person. Range 25 feet. 1 standard action. Duration 1 hour a level.
We're level 2, so you have them for 2 hours.
Okay. Saving throw, build negates. Spell resistance, yes. Take that spell resistance. He regarded us as trusted friends and ally. It doesn't allow us to control him, but he perceives our words and actions in the most favorable way.
Voice.
Okay.
I go further back. Further back. That sounds great.
I do a Pee Wee Herman voice if you want.
I try to remember what Pee Wee Herman sounds like.
No, usually that's it.
Alright. So he gets a will save.
He
DC
gets
15.
a will save DC 15.
Yeah.
What is their will?
He has no will save.
For those who cannot see, it is a 1.
So, this Goblin King gets charmed on him. He gets a DC will save. The base thing for goblins, not altered for the fact that he's a king, is a -1. He rolled a 0. This is the first 0 ever rolled.
Congratulations, you get an achievement.
I do. Alright, so...
And then I start speaking
So,
out.
he regards you as a friend and ally.
A trusted friend and ally, yeah.
Okay. He looks up at you. Well, he looked up at you. You did your spell.
Yep.
And you don't necessarily see anything. Everybody's still like, whoa, there's people here.
Mm-hmm. I bow down on a knee and say, in Goblin, "Good afternoon, Your Highness, we're here."
I'm sorry, who are you?
I am the great bard Marian, and this is my
Bodyguard, Gouren,
minstrel.
minstrel, yes.
Okay.
Apprentice.
And why are you here? We have a problem.
We can tell that. That's why we're here. You have a problem, obviously.
Give me a moment to collect my thoughts.
Okay.
And he looks back at the map, and like the other goblins are like, look.
She looks at another goblin and says, "Hi, honey."
And this is in Goblin. He's like, and where exactly did you say the dragon was spotted? And like, these are just crowding in behind you.
Oh man, there's this whole hassle of you, aren't there? Hi there, how's it going?
Okay, so you know that they're worried about the dragon. You know the dragon was yours.
Yes. Yeah, we saw that. Oh, we've I don't know what to do. I didn't actually think this would work.
Well,
The dragon is ours.
No, you don't say that.
No, I know, but I'm thinking out loud. Metagame, I guess. So I better not.
Oh, no, you
Go ahead,
can.
I don't care.
Okay.
No, we can say, oh, that thing, we took care of it.
I'm not sure that would work. I mean,
We were outside when that thing arrived, and
yeah,
we chased it off.
chased it off.
We startled it, wounded it, scared it.
Scared a dragon. Well, I suppose Marian can try and get that.
I don't know, I'm throwing ideas out.
I'm taking my measurements.
Can you speak, dragon?
No, I have common, halfling, goblin, and elven.
Ah, well, can this dragon could have spoke common?
Or elven, I suppose. But,
We talked to it and we soothed it with our music, and then it went away.
yes, we are the great armies. I did not prepare for this part.
I didn't prepare for this party either, so...
Okay. What the heck would you say? Okay, so... You're talking about the dragon? We saw the dragon out there too.
This goes well, or this does not go well for us.
That's
We
okay.
just conquered this temple.
Oh man. You guys are a conquering party of awesome goblins?
Yes.
Where are you from?
That's west. Floods ended up wiping most of our settlements away, so we decided to move here. And he's still looking at his board, and the other goblins are still like looking back at you, looking at the king, looking at you, looking at the king.
Okay.
And he looks up and says, "What are you all standing around?" And like these ones kind of like straighten up a bit, and these guys start to fan out.
Okay. I go up to the board and point. Yeah, this is where the dragon was.
Points at the exact spot.
Yes.
Point a little bit closer.
A little bit closer, why not?
Okay.
Short.
That's not good. That's closer than our previous reports.
Mm-hmm.
This may have been a bad idea. It was you. Great Bard.
Yes, Your Highness.
Can you read Draconic?
Can I read Draconic?
Yes.
I can always try.
He turns and he motions towards the wall, and he yells at them, "Get a torch over there!" And they walk over to the wall, and like the walls are like have Draconic writing all over the place.
Okay.
Does anything tell about returning of a dragon, or that the kobolds might have to be here or something? Perhaps we slaughtered the kobolds. We should have done that in the beginning.
No, if you did that, that might anger the dragon.
I translate. If they kill all the kobolds, the dragon would probably eat them all. Like little snacks and...
Okay, so what does this wall say?
Okay. Can I... Okay, well, I have knowledge everything, but is there anything that would be relevant that I could actually use to say, hey, okay, well, I saw that in one of my master's books, and that...
So are you trying to translate the wall, or are you trying to get them to think it's a bad idea to be here?
Can I do both?
Sure.
I could both, yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Do you have linguistics?
Knowledge linguistics, or just the skill linguistics? No. I just have to use. Oh, that's you can't use it.
You don't have any spells that allows you to read this stuff.
Nope. Didn't take that this time.
Give me a religion check.
Okay, religion. Here we go. Religion 18.
Okay. This is probably a temple built by ancient peoples who, again, worshipped dragons and whatnot. And it appears that this may exactly be the temple of the red dragon, and all the kobolds were red. You're getting that mostly by the statues outside, and
Okay.
now that you can't see the layout of the temple and whatnot like that, you can't read it very on it.
No, I didn't think so, but inferences on everything.
Well, yeah, you can point out like the correlation with that and the statues, and then the color. That should be enough knowledge for persuasion, maybe.
Sure. So I have bluff.
Yeah.
So and diplomacy. I can use diplomacy to get him on there too, but I'll bluff my way. Any skills relevant that you can use?
In conjunction with yours, can I kind of intimidate, like make a story that might scare him?
All right. Let's go. All right. I'm going to start walking around. Oh, yes. Okay. My master used to talk about this temple before. And you can see here that this story and this writing over here are connected to the great dragons and the statues and whatnot. And the heroes, if they're gone from here for so long, shall rise up again from the depths of the crypts and wipe out whatever army is attacking. And after they have risen, they'll also call down the dragon army of the red dragons, and they'll burn all the enemies into ashes and whatnot. Oh, yeah.
Then I'll back up stories like I heard and read in books about dragons coming and just being ruthless and such. And
21.
And then mine is intimidate +4. That's 20. So my story.
If we can get through this without fighting anything, it'd be awesome.
Okay, well, all the goblins, the elite guard, are like staring at the wall.
Ooh.
And then, like, these guys step further back.
Did my thing pass the difficulty? Okay.
Yeah, that's why you waste it. Alright. And then, thing says, "What are the kobolds now?" A human trying that way. So, we'll take that over. And they start giving orders to form up into units that they're going to go conquer the shrine and abandon the this temple.
Okay. So, here's a point where it gets more difficult. Do we let the two armies attack and kill each other? Because, well, I suppose the goblins are outnumbered the kobolds a bit, right? Like, what are we saying? 2-1? 3-1?
Actually, I think the kobolds outnumber the goblins.
Okay. How did they get the...
It's based on sea level.
Oh, right.
I just wrote this down. Whatever. Public.
So we can either let them genocide themselves, and then...
So, 3 goblins versus 4.
Or we could try and convince them that the humans came and ran the kobolds out. And the kobolds, like the chickens, like the frickin' chickens that they are, beat feet towards another place. Like a desert that's nearby. Uninhabited.
Or we could say that actually that's where the dragons started heading off to next. Yeah, because think about it, it's like dragons, like, where are my minions? And they went that way, towards where the minions were to see what was going on.
That's why they haven't been seen again over the night and haven't been burning everything. They're gathering their army. I'm just trying to figure out a way not to kill everything.
That's what would be the best way, to be like, yeah, that dragon, start booking it towards that temple. I think they may be trying to retaliate and come back here.
But you did just tell him that he was less closer to this temple here.
Yeah. So the idea is just to
wait, if they want to go conquer the temple, just tell them that, well, is that a good idea when they have dragons at their disposal?
Well, the goblins are currently residing in this temple, this dragon temple, that the kobolds have been using for the last, God only knows how long. The Shrine of Gouren is just where the kobolds are hanging out. And you did say that the dragon was closer to the temple.
All I'm saying is that if they try to go kill and clear out the kobolds, don't you think that would anger the dragon still? That's what you said they were going to do, go take it over.
Yeah, they are going to go take over the Shrine of Gouren for their encampment and just abandon this temple.
Yeah, but that's where the kobolds are.
Yeah, that's the point. They're going to try and kill the kobolds.
But why would they kill them if the dragon's going to kill them anyway? Because it'd be too far away from this temple.
Because they think they can have part of the rest of the kobolds and then be just a dragon, I suppose.
Yeah, but the dragon still could kill them easily.
Yeah, or there's no really other place else to go when the shrine is a structure. So it's entirely possible that they won't necessarily go in just to master the kobolds versus to drive them out and take that spot. Because they've already successfully driven kobolds out before.
That's the problem, is that, okay, so we replace the kobolds with the goblins, and then it's like, well, what now?
Well, that solves the kobolds' problems.
Yeah.
Because they get their temple back.
Yeah. So we either need to convince the goblins to go somewhere else and just forget about getting revenge or moving out the kobolds, like another abandoned structure or something like that.
Geography?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Geography. Oh, that's one that I don't have a lot in. 10.
Well, the next best place for these goblins to take over is Elfwood. That's where you know. Like
Okay.
the next place for their structures.
See here, can I roll this might sound out there, but a dungeoneering thing, because I read in the book that nearby was an old abandoned dungeon that seemed like it could have structure left.
You could go for whether or not there's structured previous dungeons that are written down. So yeah.
Okay. That would be a 21.
Oh, very nice. Bard the Bard, huh?
Yeah, you can say that you've heard that there are a few cave systems in this area.
Well defended, easy to defend, multiple exits.
Yeah, a little further to the south or something.
Oh. So we take that knowledge that he has and then use the diplomacy to say, hey, instead of getting, maybe part of your army wiped out by kobolds and possibly dragons and heroes from the depths of a crypt, why don't we, I'll take the idea from you, that my friend remembers a story of these cave systems that are situated in this spot on this continent. They're well defendable, have many resources for you.
Roll a perception check. Both of you.
15.
That is a 7.
So, no. So, continue with what you were doing.
Okay. And I'll just tell him about this cave system that he heard of and embellish it a bit and try and diplomacy at him.
Okay. 14. Okay. I'm gonna roll from, see if he rolls really badly. He thinks about it and says, take a few scouts to scout out the cave system, but have everybody form up and expect to take the Shrine of Gouren. And his elite guard are now pointing out like battle tactics on how to come in like wedge formation and probably at night just slaughter everybody because goblins were really good at night.
Oh, I'll listen into this, definitely.
Okay.
Get their plan.
It's a pretty simple plan. They're going to come in from the back towards like the Elfwood side, and they're going to come in two sides and pitchfork them, and just any ones that just run, they'll just run back to the temple while the goblins come in and actually take the shrine and slaughter whatever is there.
Here's a quick question. Can we attempt to use perform to soothe his, like, make this cave system sound so, like, great place? To try to charm him and try to make him like, wait a minute, maybe we should check this out more. Because if she starts singing about it, awesome.
That might have been a great idea when you originally pitched it.
But you can still do it now.
You could.
I'm just trying to think of what other spells I can use to make it sound better. Sound more grand. Make it appear upon the walls with silent image and be like... And it's like dripping with gold in the caverns of...
So, goblins are fairly industrious people.
Yeah.
They're already forming up.
Oh, shit.
Into their groups.
Okay.
And there's a straggler group that is packing up all their belongings and taking whatever kobold stuff they can use.
Okay.
The little one comes in, ready to march, sir.
Any ideas?
Trying to think here.
The only other idea is...
I could try to discourage him going over there by saying, survival check, we've already scouted that area and it's lacking in resources. It's very dry.
There's no reason to go over there and kill a bunch of frickin' kobolds. The chickens.
There's like lack of food, resources, water. It's very dry. It's starting to dry out in that area. Curses.
And druids.
Druidic curses.
There's a druid. You tell him what the druid that slaughters kobolds.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that then. Which is 11. Apparently I'm not convincing.
Kobolds are pathetic, of course they're being killed by druids.
Well, okay.
Being so close to a human settlement only gives us more to pillage.
Crap.
You're making this thing sound great.
It is. It's just... Damn, the only thing left now is just go full out Dragon Temple. Dragon appears and starts, roaring at people, but I don't want to kick my
They're already starting to move out.
Damn, okay. I'm not sure what else I can do.
Well, you know their plans.
Yep. So we can excuse yourselves maybe and tell them that that it was a wonderful time to see him, but we must be on our way. Go on to sing the songs of the great Goblin garrison.
I did one from perform check in that.
Oh God, perform. Okay, so I could sing. I'll start singing the frickin' song about the great Goblin garrison.
Should I play my flute or no?
Yeah,
I only got 2 points.
Go ahead.
Might as well.
20 plus 22. I nailed this flute.
Wow. Nice. Okay, so I got a 20.
Okay, yeah, you start singing a song. He seems to like it.
Yeah.
You start playing the flute. It's the perfect melody to go with the song. It's just perfect, and you just back off and slink off into the thing. As the little halfling person's like prancing around and singing the song of the Great Goblin Garrison.
Yeah. Hey, I do my dances too.
The human warrior doing the perfect flute thing. And like now they're really motivated.
Oh boy.
Let's do to attack.
Oh, fudge.
Too good for our own good.
Yeah, pretty much. That could have gone. Well, we got them out of the temple.
So if we go back to the goblin or the kobolds real quick and tell them what they're thinking, and if they go up and around, they can take back their temple without fighting. We can spare some of the. But as the kobolds are leaving, we can maybe set up a trap for the other ones, the goblins.
Yeah, but what kind of trap are we gonna? The only thing I can see is that we tell the kobolds that the goblins are coming. The kobolds put a whole bunch of traps to, kill off a bunch of goblins before they get there or injure them, and then we just watch the ensuing chaos.
And you can always use your spell to make a dragon come down if things start turning bad for the kobolds.
Yeah, I think it's only imaginary.
I know, but
I can scare some of the goblins away, and I can piss their pants, but that's pretty much all we can do. Combined with Ghost Sound, pretty much I'm just making this movie.
What if we go back and tell the kobolds about this, and then go back and tell the druid? Maybe we can actually have some humans and some elves come up and clean up the stuff.
Humans and there were elves, right?
Oh yeah, there's no elves.
Because they can blend in the forest and just
It's
use
called
arrows.
elfwood for a reason.
Okay. I just think that we're getting into a really big bad thing because we're going to have 2 armies, and they're either going to kill themselves or realize that we've duped them both and turn on the humans and elves and kill all the humans and elves. And us. Unless I can also just use sound damage to make more humans and elves look like we have more humans and elves and scare them off or something. Make the ground burn. So I think what we're going to go with is probably beat feet back to the kobolds.
Okay. So you beat feet back in the kobolds.
Yep.
You know their plans. Alright.
Armies move slow.
Goblins not so much, but they did plan on attacking at dusk.
Yeah.
Or at nightfall.
Okay.
Once it's dark. So, but you know that they're going to go around off of the flanks and come in, and they're going to come in a V formation and hit them from
around
2 sides to funnel them straight back towards the temple.
Okay.
So, you beat feet back towards the kobold area.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you start seeing kobold up ahead, and you see it take off, and you keep going, and there is your nice wall of kobolds again. Spears at the ready, bow people in the back. A fairly nice, or better armored kobold with the actual sword.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man. Hiya, honey. How's it going? We got bad news. The goblins are coming. They're getting out of your temple, which is the good news. But now they're coming this way to possibly kill you all. But we heard their plan, so we know what they're going to do.
Okay. He says something in Draconic, and one of them takes off back towards the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their plan?
You don't have like a war table we can be around and I can point at things and go la 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 la. No? Okay. Alright.
He tilts his head.
tilt my head back at it. And I pick up several rocks and make a little diagram and say, okay, this is you, this is the temple, here's your army of peoples, and here's the goblins. Okay, they're going to go like this, around and in and V, and try and drag you back into the temple, and then, walk all over you.
Why are they abandoning the temple?
Because they're coming after you.
Which makes no sense that they would abandon the temple.
But they're picking up everything and coming at you. So essentially they're abandoning it. We also told them that there's a cave system that they can go, retire in and, just goblin. I don't know.
He seems rather confused. He gets the plan of the goblin tactics part of the thing, but he doesn't quite comprehend why they're leaving the temple. They're coming to come over here and take this little tiny camp that they made because they're forced out of their temple, whereas the temple makes a really nice base.
Yeah, oh, right. Well, we also lied to them. A lot. Because they're like, hey, can you read Draconic? And I'm like, well, yes, of course I can, but I really can't. I can't speak it either. Anyway, I told them a story about your ancestors coming up from crypts and whatnot, and dragons coming down and breathing fire on everyone, so they don't want to be there when that happens.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You stay here.
Oh.
He walks back to the thing. So, you have a bunch of kobolds pointing spears and bowls at you.
Hi, honey.
Yeah.
Whatever you said. Hi.
Pichu?
I start speaking halfling at them.
They don't seem to understand halfling.
Yeah, I don't speak through comic either, so it's... Now we're even, huh? Yeah, that's right, centers.
This guy eventually comes back with a much better looking kobold.
Okay.
Bigger, better armor. It's not a great sword, it's a small size great sword. And it's that type thing. It's got two elite guard like the guy that you've been talking to.
I'm not sure if I could charm him or not.
And this one
intimidating him.
This one looks at you and he says, "Which one has the goblin's plans?"
Ooh, that's me. Hi.
Please. And he thinks about it for a moment and says, "You will be allowed to enter our camp provided you leave your weapons here."
Okay.
I am going to stay here.
Okay. Here. I smack you on the knee real quick. Take your shin so you come down a little bit. Alright. And I whisper in your ear as I give you all my weapons hidden, and I say, go inform the... And I whisper to him, you do inform the humans and elves.
Okay.
For those of you out there, I said, you need to go inform the humans and elves. So, see you later. And I give you a whack on...
Alright, so the halfling goes with some kobold people. They're just slightly taller than her. And you start walking around, I guess.
We start walking back to the elf wood, is it?
Yeah, and they're gonna follow you and make sure that you don't get too close to the thing. They keep you, they make you go around.
Okay. Is that a good place to end this episode?
It is, but we're so close to the end and we have a lot of downtime, so let's just keep going for a moment.
Okay.
Because we're this close to chapter 5.
Yeah. Let's finish it off.
Chapter 5.
Yeah.
That means that we would have been level up.
Yes. We need levels.
Yes.
Alright. You're with the Kobold.
Yep.
What's his plan?
Okay. And he actually has a war table.
Ooh, I love war tables.
And you are at the statue of Gazra, or the shrine of Gazra, and it's not actually like something somebody carved. It just happens to be like almost naturally like that. There's like a stone in like a small pond, and it comes up, and it almost looks like a woman reaching up. And there's this large tree that goes outside the pond, and the way the sticks come down, or the branches come down, it almost looks like a man like reaching down. And this is like the statue of Gazra. Gazra is a dual deity. He is both a storm god and a nature god thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like both male and female, and he's a duality. It's a duality.
Sure, that's interesting.
So it is like an actual natural formation.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they got their camp built up around it, and they're looking pretty kind of desperate. Not desperate, deprived or something like that. I mean, the temple they had was really nice and all their structures and stuff. They have like actual society going on. You generally don't see this amount of kobolds in one spot.
Damn, I suppose we should have asked for a shit from the goblins.
Yeah.
Well,
But anyway, alright. I look at the big guy and I say, "You're not going to kill me, right? No, because I'm helping you out."
provided your information.
Okay, we can work with that.
So you just start
Thanks,
saying how
Yep.
figure. Okay.
Yep, I just say, they're going to do this and that and that, and they're going to
Let's
attack
zoom
it.
out to Gouren as Gouren enters Elfwood.
Okay. Well, apparently I head to the village elders, mayors. Yeah.
Head to the mayor's place.
Yep.
You walk in, there's a little gnome there. He's playing with paperwork. Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, I need to see the mayor.
Oh, he's in the back. Wait. And he looks behind him. He says, no, he's not in the back. That door right there.
You sure?
95%? I mean, if he's not behind me. I know he's not. He's in the building. I can hear him rummaging around somewhere.
Alright, so I go in the general direction that he pointed me to.
Okay. You open this door, and this is where you realize that probably 80% of this building is actually a giant library. So you got 2 stories of books, and it's just books along the shelves, and there's books over here, and there's books over here, and there's a table with a big, huge guy with a giant wooden sword reading a book.
I approach him and say hello.
How you doing?
Been better. And then I spend the next few moments explaining the situations that unfolded the last 24 hours or so.
Interesting.
So, I'm probably going to need your assistance or help or guidance in this matter. Whatever you can help us with.
Well, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You can leave it to me. And he tells you that you should probably go find your friend and get your friend out of there.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. And then I leave the building and start heading out.
Okay.
Back to the temple.
Very. You explained the entire situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, it's getting dark. And the kobolds have very industriously and very ingeniously set everything up to like be massive traps of death and destruction the way that these kobolds are supposed to go. Everybody's like ready to start going out the exit route that the goblins want to push them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You told them about the people in the back who are bringing stuff along, so they have a force that's ready to go. But everything at this moment looks like they're just sitting there and starting to go to bed.
Okay. And I listened to them while they were making up their plans for where they're putting everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use that later for the demon's mouths if I can get to them.
Right. Gouren, it's getting dark. What do you do to see?
That's a good question.
You're gonna roll a perception check.
I like it. Oh, perception. Yeah, sure. Right. Yeah. 17 plus 8.
You hear first, there's a massive amount of movement heading to you in two different directions that are exactly as planned.
Stealth?
You gonna stealth out there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Which way are you stealthing?
Okay, I'm stealthing out whatever the way that the human encampment is. It's away from the...
Okay, so you're just gonna go straight up the middle?
Yeah, pretty much. I need to get away from the tracks and get away from everyone else.
Roll your stealth check.
Okay. Fudge.
Roll your perception.
16.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be 13.
Okay. You start going. The kobolds don't chase after you, though they see you leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear him grumble to himself, and he starts rearranging his troop a little bit, thinking that you just betrayed them or something.
Oh.
But then they hear the sounds, and then you run past a human.
Oh, you idiot! honey, get back here, get back here! Don't run that way!
I wasn't running. I was probably kind of...
Yeah.
Come on! I gotta get out of here!
My light ears feel a little brush of wind past me.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh! Okay, and then you hear the sounds of battle.
Okay.
Coming from behind you. So you did give the goblins +1 or +2 to attack and damage. However, you told the kobolds their exact plans, and they did at that point believe you. So I haven't figured out how to run this, but the kobolds were set to just up and go.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we now have 60 kobolds who are at their temple. And we now have... Those guys are gone. 10 kobolds that are still alive.
Okay.
Because these... goblins that are still alive. Because the kobolds were... Like I said, they were abnormally militarist or strategic in what they were doing. Nowhere near as chaotic as goblins. And so they had it set up so that everything was like a trap till they got there. And then they had a few legions just slaughter the hell out of them and leave while the other ones got away.
Okay.
So kobold losses, 60. Goblin losses, 40. And then you run past this great big guy with a great big broadsword. And, what's going on? It's just him.
Oh. Where's the rest of your army?
Army?
I flutter my eyes at him.
He laughs. And he casts this spell up. It is a silent image, except, very well moving. And it is like 3 very good looking, like very realistic looking dragons.
Oh, I can help with that.
Give them an Arcana. Just do an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. So, 14.
You throw in a smaller dragon.
Okay.
We go with it.
Yow!
And, yeah. And the goblins were in the from my head.
Yeah!
Alright, so you were done with the episode, but you're done with all spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. Thanks.
So, he's pleased. You can spend another night at the inn.
And he tells you to come get your reward in the morning. So, you go to the mayor's office, mayor's place. He takes you into a room, and it's where you find out that 80% of this building is devoted to books. So as your reward, you can have one of any book you want.
Each?
A copy. Each.
What?
Each.
Each?
You get a book, and he gets a book.
Oh, I suppose it's a copy of the book.
And that is the end of this episode. Now, for a moment before I hit the recording part off, the end of the episode, or this book, gives you either A, a free spell, or B, a free feat.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yes.
Well, because sorcerer or the bards are more like sorcerers. We don't gain spells like that. Plus, we can't look through a book and say, "Oh, hey, I gained another." I have to replace one of my spells.
This is a thing that you
Just make sure
you get an extra spell.
Okay.
Alright. How you liking this so far?
Yeah, I love her.
This is the end of chapter 4. You guys get to level up.
Woo! Yay!
That was fun. I had no idea how you were going to do this shit because, like, okay, here's a problem. I don't know how to do it.
Man, we didn't fight even. I mean, that's
I know.
stealth him and do some other things. Skill challenge that epically failed.